Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the campus of Mauro University for the opening round of the 2019 NCAA Division III Men's Basketball Championship. Our first game features the Nichols College Lightning and Middlebury College Panthers. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats to honor the United States of America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. And now, please join the Mauro University student Steve Sokol in the singing of our national anthem. Oh, say can you see by very high what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleam, whose rust lights and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er ramparts we was. So
matchup between Nichols College as they come in 25-2 against Middlebury, who is 18-7. There's a lot riding along on this game, as the winner of this game will go on to face Rowan University tomorrow, Saturday. So you got to be looking forward to see who's going to win this game and take on Rowan tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely, Brandon. You know, you just said it. Nichols College is 25-2. They've won their last 14 games, and they have a 13-1 record at home, and they have won all 11 of their games on the road. They're coming off of a 105-90 win against the Gordon College Fighting Scots, and they've captured their third straight Commonwealth Coast Conference Division title, and have made it to the Division III NCAA tournament once again.
And you got to look to see that Nichols College is going to get their best player, Marcos Echeverria, going tonight.
I'll tell you what, he had 31 points last game, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. He also played 40 minutes, as well as he also shot 50% from the field, making 7 out of 14 three-pointers. And I'll tell you what is another interesting stat. He has had 102 games in a row where he has made at least 1 3.
As you're going to get Eric McCord missing an easy layup at the basket, and you're going to see Marcos Echeverria taking it up the court. He dribbles, hands it off to puts up the layup, and no good. It's going to be rebounded by number 10. Delay goes up for the layup, and it is good.
Well, that was a nice layup right there on that end, and now it's 2-0.
Marcos Echeverria takes it back up the court, passes it off to Nate Tenaglia. He overthrows it.
What a layup on the other end by number 24, Jack Farrell, who just made that one look so easy.
Yeah, he really attacked the basket right there. Marcos is going to take it up the court again. Gets the ball back. Nate Tenaglia attacking the basket, hands it off.
That's just
to Matt Mauro for the basket right there.
That was just beautiful basketball. Tenaglia, who has a really nice, strong basketball IQ, just is in the paint, and he gives it right there to the big man for an easy bucket.
Matt Folger holds it at the three-point line, takes the three-point shot, misses off the back of the rim, but it's going to be Eric McCord there for the rebound. Pass it into McCord again, and he makes the layup.
Folger couldn't make that three-pointer from the top of the key, and you know, they were able to get a rebound, and Folger had the ball again and passed it right back to Farrell. Or McCord, excuse me.
Marcos Echeverria is going to nail the shot right there.
You know, I don't think we went over the starting lineups, but Max Bosco, he's going to be the guard for Middlebury. And then we have Hilal Daley, who is another guard, and then Jack Farrell. And at the forward positions, we have Matt Folger, and we have Eric McCord, and that is for Middlebury.
Deontay Bruton's going to have the ball at the top of the key. Dribbles, pass it off to Echeverria. Echeverria is going to take the screen from... And here's Tenaglia with the pump fakes the three, dribbles in, and Echeverria for three. It is good.
Echeverria hitting that one from the corner. It's now an 8-6 game. Echeverria is just lights out, one of the best shooters in Division III basketball.
Here's Folger, takes the three, and this one is good. Misses the first one, but then takes that one right there and nails it.
Folger, he's a really good shooter in general. He's shooting 38 or 39% from deep, and he's also shooting 50% from the field. And at the free throw line, he is a 71% free throw shooter.
Mauro hands it off to Bruton. Bruton puts on the dribbles, takes it to the basket, puts up a little floater, and nails it.
Another just great basketball play on that end. You know, it's just when you look at Bruton, he's just such a high basketball IQ kind of a player.
As Jack Farrell nails the layup right there, it's going to be 11-10. Echeverria takes it up the court, attacks the basket, puts up a layup. It is no good. but they're going to say there was a foul on the play. It's going to be on, I believe, Eric McCord as he fouled Echeverria on his way to the basket.
To me, that looked a little bit like a little bit of a late call by the ref, but, you know, nonetheless, Echeverria will go to the line eventually, and he has been spectacular from the line this season.
And there's going to be a timeout at the floor. We're going to take a step off here. You are listening to NCAA Division III basketball for RowanAthletics.com.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes, college sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
And we are back here on RowanAthletics.com. Middlebury holds a 1-point lead over Nichols. It is 11-10 with 15 minutes and 52 seconds left to go here in this first half. And we're going to see Marcos Echeverria at the line as he attempts his first free throw.
Well, so far this has been a really close game. And Echeverria, who is at the line right now, he makes the first free throw and swishes it. You know, I don't know if I said this earlier, but Echeverria, he leads Nichols College in all-time points. I mean, he's just been unbelievable just as a shooter. And I said earlier, he hit 102 three-pointers made so far, and that even passed J.J. Redick's record for Division II.
Yeah, he is a tremendous shooter, and you're going to look for him to get that going tonight. Alex Sobel was unable to knock down the layup. Echeverria takes it up the court, pulls up for three, and he nails it. He is on fire to start tonight.
You know, he kind of reminds me a little bit of a Klay Thompson. You know, we can just get into a rhythm, and it doesn't matter where he is on the court. He can just shoot it from anywhere.
Jack Farrell has the ball at the top of the key, takes the screen, passes it down to Alex Sobel, and he puts it in for two. What a great pass by Farrell to set up Sobel down low.
Sobel, who's been really absolutely dominant in the paint, just making that one look so easy.
Tenaglia has the ball at the top of the key, puts on a dribble move, stutters a little bit, and it's going to get him for a travel there as he kind of just lost his footing there, tried to attack the basket but moved a little bit too quickly.
Good call by the ref there.
Kornicker, who has checked in the game for the Panthers, takes the ball up the court, passes it off to Jack Farrell. Jack Farrell hands it off to Eric McCord. Jack Farrell has the ball again. That ball almost went out of bounds off Jack Farrell as he tried to take a pass from McCord. Kornicker for three, and it is off. Rebounded by number 13, Jerome Cunningham for the Nichols. We're going to have a foul on the floor on Jerome Cunningham.
And we talk about Cunningham coming off of a 12-point game. You know, half of those points were free throws that he made, and that's to also go along with 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals in his last game.
Big-time player for Nichols, and you're going to definitely see him in the middle of the action tonight. Echeverria is going to take the inbound pass, passes it off to Bruton, passes back to Echeverria. Oh, Echeverria drops his player but is unable to hit the three. Wow, he had a great dribble move right there and absolutely dropped him but couldn't knock it down. Jack Farrell misses on the other end, but is rebounded by Kornicker. He also misses. Fighting for the ball underneath. It's going to be Cunningham coming down with the rebound. Bruton takes it up the court, puts on a dribble move, attacks the basket, passes it off, gets the ball back, and misses the layup. A lot of missed shots early from both teams starting off this game, missing some easy looks at the basket.
Yeah, and if we just take a look at the shooting percentage, Middlebury's shooting 40% from the field while Nichols is shooting 50%. Middlebury's made 6 out of 15 of their shots so far, and Nichols has made 5 out of 10.
Bruton with the ball, passes to Echeverria. Echeverria takes the mid-range jumper and knocks it down right at the free throw line.
We're absolutely going to see a lot of Echeverria today. He is, you know, he's just one of those players where you know that he's at least going to get you 20 points per game.
And there's going to be a violation on the Panthers right there as they couldn't inbound the ball properly, so it's going to go back to the Bison. Echeverria has the inbound pass, pass it off to Bruton. Bruton has Farrell on him. Bruton pulls up for 2, and it is good. Another little jumper by the free throw line. And Tenaglia steals the inbound pass, passes to Echeverria, back to Bruton. Bruton for 3, it is no good. And I believe they're going to get a foul right there on number 12, Kimball, for a little bit over the back. But what a great sequence, especially by Tenaglia, to get the steal off the inbound pass. And we've already seen the past 2 possessions that the Panthers have had trouble inbounding that ball.
Yeah, and Bruton, you know, I'll tell you what, if he would have made that 3 from the top of the key, I feel like the roof would have absolutely just blown off. He is another scorer on this team who's just been really fantastic. He is in the 1,000 points club for the Nichols College Bisons, and, you know, he is 7th on their all-time list in scoring.
Kornicker passes down low, and that's going to be a good basket from Alex Sobel. Tenaglia has the ball, takes the screen, looks to pass to Bruton, gets the pass off to Bruton. Bruton loses the ball a little bit. Cunningham takes it to the basket, tries to draw the foul, and he does right there on the way down.
It's too bad that Cunningham, you know, he was taking, he had an open look from the elbow, and I thought he was at least going to take the elbow jumper, but just decided to drive it in and wasn't really able to get the best shot.
It's going to be 19-16 Nichols College with 12 minutes left in the first half. Cunningham takes the inbound pass, passes it off to Bruton. Bruton looks to get it to Echeverria, but can't get it. He's going to take a screen from Cunningham right here. Puts on the dribble move, little spin move, pass it off to Kimball. Kimball down low and misses the layup.
Well, that one was really close on the other end. I thought that maybe they had that basket, but good defense on the other end by Bruton.
And a steal from Bruton right there, but he loses the ball trying to put on the dribble move. Kornicker for 2, passes it off, and that basket is good from Eric McCord. What a little behind-the-back pass from Kornicker right there.
It's those kinds of passes that really make basketball so special, Brandon. You know, you like those little behind-the-back passes. You know, you see in the NBA, Ben Simmons do that all the time.
And Echeverria knocks down a 3 right there. Speaking of NBA benches, you know, it looks like a J.J. Redick just knocking down all those 3s out there. An absolute tremendous shooter on the court.
Echeverria, he has 16 points so far. He's shooting 5 of 6 from the field and 4 of 5 from deep.
Kornicker cuts baseline, gets the pass, and puts up the layup for 2. It is good. Echeverria slows things down a little bit as he takes it up the court. Dishes it off to Cunningham. Echeverria with another dribble move, puts up the 3 and is no good off the backboard. A little bit off balance on that last shot.
Yeah, that definitely looked a little bit wide right there. But you know what? If you're hot shooting, just keep shooting the ball.
Exactly. Eric McCord trying to put on a dribble move down low, but he gets his own rebound after the missed shot. Passes it off to number 32, Jason O'Regan, or excuse me, number 32 for the Panthers. Echeverria has the ball back. Pass off to Cunningham. Cunningham passes it down low. Oh, missed shot from Kimball right there as he tried to put up the layup.
Kimball thought he got fouled on that end.
And Hala Delay goes up for the layup and gets fouled on the way down, and he's going to go to the line for 2.
And so far, it is a 22-21 game. It's been very close, just very back and forth, and it's pretty much what you expected.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's 22-21 right now, 1-point game. You know, the Nichols Bisons are 25-2 coming into this game, and as you mentioned, how many games did you mention they won before, Jason?
They won 25 games. They're 25-2.
Yeah, so they just obviously are the favorites into this game, and they have their best player, Marcos Echeverria, who has been absolutely pouring it on today to start this game. If you're the Panthers, what do you do to try to slow him down if you can? Well,
he's just a guy. I said it before. He could shoot from anywhere and at any time. And when he gets hot, he gets really hot. And, between him and Bruton, both of them are averaging over 19 points per game this season. And they're honestly kind of like the Splash Brothers. When one goes off, the other one can go off too. And it's just unbelievable. They have so many great franchise school players on this team.
And they're going to come back out of the timeout. It's going to be Panthers ball.
And also, if you're Middlebury, they lost 2 games in a row. They lost to Amherst back on Saturday, February 9th, and on the 16th they lost to Tufts, and that was in the NCAA quarterfinal. So they really have to find themselves into some sort of a rhythm and just play good team basketball.
And Haladale goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line right there. Echeverria passes it off to number 21, Spencer. Gets the ball back. Spencer looks to attack the basket, feeds it down low to Cunningham, but it goes right in between his legs and out of bounds.
A little bit of miscommunication between him and Cunningham. And that just happens sometimes in basketball, but now you got to get back on defense.
Max Bosco takes the ball up the court. Puts on a little dribble move, attacks the basket, but it is no good. Number 10, Cash Jackson, passes it off to Bruton. Bruton misses the 3. Bosco takes the ball back up the court. To be Bosco back on the left wing. Pass it off to Folger, back to Bosco. Bosco goes baseline, but it's met by 3 people from the Bisons, and it's going to be a jump ball.
That's just great defense on the other end by Nichols. I mean, they didn't just double team him, they triple teamed him. And Bosco had nowhere to go. And, he's only played 5 minutes so far, and he hasn't really been able to get a shot up because of the defense.
Yep, and Echeverria, that's going to be a moving screen on number 21, Spencer, right there, as he really couldn't get this screen set as Echeverria tried to go around and get to the basket.
Another really good call by the ref there. It's just these kinds of games where, the calls just really have to be dead on, and they're doing a really nice job with that so far.
Bosco has Jackson on him. Feeds it down to number 32, Eric McCord, and Eric McCord puts up a little hook for 2.
I'll tell you, McCord shooting 4 of 7 from the field. How about 4 rebounds and 1 assist and 1 block, and he has 8 points.
Cash Jackson with a step back, no good. Haladale takes it up the court, feeds it to 3. The 3 is off, but rebounded by McCord. Back to Delay, and it is good for 3.
And it was all because McCord got that huge rebound, another offensive rebound for him. And that is what's really important because Middlebury does a nice job crashing the glass.
Yep. Burton goes baseline. Feeds it to Cash Jackson in the corner for 3, and it rolls in and out.
Those were 2 times where Jackson looked like he had 2 nice shots, and both of them just weren't able to fall in.
Eric McCord has the ball down low again, passes it back out to Ingram. Ingram takes it baseline, passes the Folger. The mid-range jumper is good for 2.
I'll tell you, Ingram had a nice pass right there, but that was an even better shot by Folger because, he was off balance and he made that from the corner.
Yeah. Folger's a very good shooter. Stretch big man for this Panthers team. Ball's in Cunningham's hand. Pass it off to Bruton. Bruton takes it baseline, and he's going to get fouled on the way up.
I'll tell you, going back to Folger, he's shooting 50% from the field, 39% from deep, and he's made 376 total points this season. I mean, just offensively, he is he has been like their most offensive, or excuse me, their best offensive player.
Yep. And it's going to be a timeout here, so we're going to take a step off. Once again, you are listening to NCAA Division III tournament action here on RowanAthletics.com.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Don't you worry, my child. Everything's gonna be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking, 'cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
Kind of really get back into this game. They had the lead there for a little bit, but Middlebury has gone on a little bit run, and they see themselves down 6 here.
Well, I would really like to see a little bit more production from Matt Mauro. You know, he's been a really dominant person when it comes to rebounds, and he's been amazing when it comes to double-doubles. He's had 16 double-doubles this season, and you just really want to see him get more rebounds in the post.
Yep, exactly. Aaron McCord pass it off to Ingram. Folger for 3. It is no good. Echeverria comes down with the rebound.
Speaking of another nice rebounder, McCord has just been unbelievable when it comes to crashing the glass so far tonight.
Echeverria was no good on that 3. Tenaglia tried to save the ball going out of bounds, but was unable to, and it's going to be Panthers ball.
And Tenaglia is kind of frustrated because he thought that he got fouled, but no, that was not the case.
Number 24, Jack Farrell takes it up the court, passes it to McCord, out to Folger, back to Ingram. Ingram's looking to feed McCord down low. He does get the ball. McCord puts up the layup, but it is no good. And they're going to call goaltending on Cunningham. As they said, he got the ball on the way down, and the basket is going to be good.
Cunningham did look like he had a hand up as soon as the ball was going right near the basket. So another nice call by the refs, and now it's 30-22, Middlebury.
Echeverria takes it up the court. Here comes Bruton coming around the screen. Takes a screen from Cunningham. Gets around his defender. Back to Echeverria. Echeverria gets the ball back. Cuts through his defenders. Fakes. And it's going to be number 34, Matt Mauro, who put up the layup right there and was fouled on the way up. So he's going to get 2 shots at the free throw line here.
I love what Echeverria did right there. He was being double teamed, and he was right at the free throw line. He was thinking about going up with the jumper, but he decided to fake it, and he passed it right to Matt Mauro, who was open. And then he got fouled, and now he's at the line for 2.
Matt Mauro, 6'8" sophomore, weighing at 240 pounds. A big presence down low. Hasn't really got anything going tonight, but maybe with this free throws, he can get him going a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, we take a look at Mauro. He's just been, you know, he's been unbelievable. He had one game this year where he had a career-high 21 rebounds against Endicott. And like I said, he's had 15 double-doubles, and he also had 4 double-doubles last season.
Ingram takes the 3, spots up, and it is good. Knocks it down.
Another nice shot from the right wing by that man. You know, we talk about good shooting. This has been a pretty nice shooting performance for him.
Cunningham takes it to the lane, dishes it off to Mauro. Mauro puts up a little hook. It is no good. Farrell takes the ball up the court. Pass it to Ingram in the corner for 3. It is no good. In and out. Bruton takes the ball up. Puts on a little dribble move. Going to take a screen from Cunningham. Cunningham's going to roll to the basket. Bruton goes baseline, trying to find someone open. He's going to end up passing it to Tenaglia. Tenaglia passes it down to Mauro, back to Cunningham. Cunningham tries to slam it home, but off the rim. Tenaglia's trapped down low. It's going to be poked out of bounds by the Panthers, so it's going to remain Bison ball.
I'm surprised they didn't call a travel after that dunk attempt, because I thought he took more than 2 steps.
Yeah, we saw Cunningham dunking in the pregame laps, and he can really get up there. He's a great presence down low. Echeverria has the ball, crosses left, passes it down to Mauro. What a bounce pass down to Mauro as he puts in the layup.
Well, Echeverria, he's just been doing it all. That was his first assist, and that was a nice pass.
Farrell has the ball on the left side, goes baseline, puts up the layup. It is blocked by Cunningham as he comes down low to get that block. Echeverria has the ball, passes to Mauro for the and it is good for 2 from Mauro. What a great cut by Mauro and a great find by Echeverria.
And it all starts with that defense. Cunningham had a nice block on the defensive end, and that is what made the fast break so nice on that. Cunningham is their leader in blocks for school. He had 9 blocks one time this year, and he is a monster in the paint.
Jack Farrell missed that previous layup. Bruton took the ball up the court and nails the 3 right there. And it's going to be a timeout, as the score right now with 4 minutes and 39 seconds left is 33-30. And that was a good little run by Nichols right there to kind of get back into this game. Now they're only down by 3. A lot of that was led by Bruton and Echeverria, but that's kind of what you expect coming into this game as the 2 leaders of this team.
And absolutely, and now it's nice because Echeverria, he started off, he had 16 points before, and now there wasn't really as many scorers, and now Mauro has 7 points. He has 2 rebounds. I'll tell you, Cunningham hasn't scored, but he has 8 rebounds himself and 1 block and 1 steal. So on the defensive end, he's been spectacular. And Bruton with that nice 3-pointer, that was a swoosh from the left wing. It's those things that really matter. You really just have to get the team going, and that's what they're doing now.
Yeah, and they are on a 7-0 run in the last minute 50. They're going to try to keep that lead going. Farrell has the ball on the right side, passes it to Folger. Kornicker has the ball. Feeds it to number 11, Layton. Layton pulls up for the jumper, and it is good. And I believe that's going to be Layton's first basket on the night.
Certainly is, and Layton, he is a pretty good shooter. Just making that one, from the free throw line, or excuse me, from the elbow.
Mauro has it down low, puts on a little post move, but misses the hook shot.
Gotta really love the defense in the paint.
Folger passes it off to Layton. Layton to number 31, Alex Sobel. Kornicker at the top. Passes down to Sobel. Sobel with the post move, puts up the layup. It is no good. Rebounded by Mauro. Echeverria passes it off. Teneglia puts on the move. Feeds Mauro down low. Mauro spins, puts up the layup. No good. Rebounded by Sobel. Farrell takes the ball up the court. Passes to Kornicker. Kornicker fakes the 3, goes inside for 2, and it is good.
Kornicker just going inside, making that look so easy, getting past 3 defenders and going up with a nice layup.
Echeverria directing traffic out there. He's going to take a screen. No, he's going to pass it off to Mauro. Mauro tries to feed Echeverria as he cut to the basket. Farrell wide open, puts in the layup on the fast break. So you see right there, the Panthers capitalize off the turnover from Mauro and get an easy 2 on the other end. They now lead 39-30. So just as we saw Nichols going on a little run right there, the Panthers respond perfectly, and now we're up 9.
Yeah, and Sobel, I'll tell you, he had a nice defensive play. He deflected that ball, and the Panthers were just able to march down the field and get another easy layup, and now I believe it is a 6-0 run for them. So they're just playing really good defense, and when you play good defense, you play really better offense.
Exactly, and Jack Farrell for the Panthers has 6 points on the night, 3 of 6 for shooting, but he's really handled the ball a lot today, trying to get things going. He also has 2 assists does have 2 assists, so he is really a player on this Panthers team that really gets everything going for his other teammates.
And I'll tell you, something else that's really important to note is that Nichols is doing a nice job not letting Middlebury foul. Middlebury, they've went to the line. As a team, they've only went to the line twice, and the person who went to the line twice was Dale, and he missed both those free throws. So they're doing a nice job just defending in the paint, and that's really important.
And Burton's going to take the inbound pass, dribbles up the court, passes to Echeverria. Echeverria is going to call for a screen from Cunningham. He's going to go around the screen, pass it off to Spencer. Spencer fakes the mid-range jumper, back to Tenaglia. Tenaglia drives in, out to Spencer in the corner for three, and it is no good. Here comes Kornicker. Passes it off to Sobel. Sobel for the layup. It is good. A little dime from Kornicker right there.
And even though Tenaglia couldn't get that assist on the one end, that was a nice play on the other end by Sobel, who just went up with that nice layup.
Bruton goes up for a layup himself, tries to put on the move, and it is no good. Misses off the left end of the rim. Kornicker passes it off to Layton. Layton for three, off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Cunningham. Passes to Echeverria. Echeverria takes it up the court. A little behind the back. Passes to Cunningham. Cunningham to Spencer as he cut baseline, and Spencer's going to draw the foul. Smart pass by Cunningham as he saw Spencer going baseline, had two men on him. They both then collapse to Spencer, and he gets fouled on the way up.
Yeah, and that was like a nice backdoor cut by Spencer. He was just running down the lane, and he was just trying to go up with it, and he did get the contact, and now he's going to the line. He's just one of those guys where he's a big man.
Takes his first free throw attempt, and it is no good. In and out. Panthers lead 41-30 with 2 minutes left here in the first half. And Spencer knocks down the second free throw.
Now you have a 10-point game, and this is, you really want to end the half strong.
Stolen by Cunningham as he read that pass perfectly, goes up for the layup. It is no good. Layton now has the ball. Layton's going to slow things down, get everyone in order. Gives it to Kornicker. Kornicker out to delay. And it's going to be an offensive foul on the Panthers right there. And I believe it's going to be on Sobel as he was trying to fight for possession down low and just couldn't establish anything.
Tenaglia doing a nice job just drawing that contact. Sobel definitely, definitely I believe that was a charge. That was another good call by the refs, but now they just have to score.
Echeverria giving orders out there, takes a screen from Cunningham, goes to the right side, passes it to Spencer. Spencer for three off the front end of the rim. Here comes Kornicker. Ooh, Kornicker with the layup, but it is no good. They're actually going to call a foul, though, so he's going to head to the line. And what a crafty move by Kornicker right there.
Kornicker going to the line once again. He's just so good at drawing fouls. And now they have another opportunity to make 2 more points here.
Kornicker getting ready to take his first free throw shot. And it is good. Rolls off the front end of the rim into the basket. And now their lead is 11 with 1:13 left to go in the first half.
I'll tell you, McCord, 10 points for him, 5 rebounds. He's really just been unbelievable for Middlebury.
Echeverria has the ball. Been a little slow as of late, not as continuing his hot start that he had in the beginning minutes of this game. Bruton takes the pass from Cunningham, takes the screen. Bruton goes to the top of the key. They're going to get a foul on Kornicker right there.
I love Bruton going in for the contact right there, just taking it to the paint, drawing up the contact. That's what he's been really good at this season.
Yeah, and he's so crafty. He's really hard to guard, has such quick handles, and that's why you see a lot of the time he does pick up these fouls right here. And then being in the bonus, he's going to get a free throw attempt right here, try to cut down on that lead. Puts up his first shot, and it is good.
Tell you what, he's an 80% free throw shooter, and he is 4th on their team in free throw percentage. He's just been, you know, he's just one of those guys who's just a great all-around shooter.
He's going to look to continue that great shooting and knock down the second free throw here. And he does. Jack Farrell's going to check into the game for Ingram. Panthers making some substitutions right there. Folger's going to look to inbound the ball. Passes it to Kornicker, and Kornicker's going to take it up the court.
You know, Brandon, I wonder if Bruton and Echeverria have had like a three-point shooting contest against each other.
Oh, and a block by Cunningham. Monster block, and it's going to go out of bounds. But yes, I do wonder about that three-point contest. Can you imagine watching that? Them just knocking down threes, going back and forth. Must be fun to watch.
Absolutely. Both of them shooting over 30% from beyond the arc. And, you know, they're just two amazing shooters that Nichols College is always just going to remember.
And Farrell missed the three there, rebounded by Bruton. Bruton drives, passes it to Cunningham down low. Cunningham puts up the layup, bounces on the rim, but it does not fall. Here comes Kornicker. Passes it to Layton. Layton to Farrell in the corner. Farrell fakes the three, drives in, and misses the mid-range jumper in and out. Rebounded by Echeverria. 9 seconds left. Echeverria is going to look to score here. Puts on the dribble move. Takes the three. It is no good off the front end of the rim. And that's going to be the end of the first half here, as we have the Panthers leading Nichols 43-33 coming at the end of this first half. A little bit surprising considering Nichols was the better team coming to the game, but hey, anything can happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you, they're doing a better job playing defense on Echeverria. You know, he had 16 points within the first 5 minutes, and he hasn't been able to score. And, you know, that just goes to show you that, you know, Middlebury's doing a nice job getting rebounds, getting second chance points, and playing really, really good defense.
Yeah, and if you're Nichols, you're going to look for Coach Scott Fulcher to kind of draw some things up coming out of that halftime, try to get Echeverria back into the ball game, as well as getting Bruton scoring again. You know, just trying to cut it down into that lead. We have another half of basketball here to go. You're listening to NCAA Division III tournament action here on RowanAthletics.com. I'm Brandon Hurston, alongside me, Jason Joseph, and we'll be back for more second half action. Stay tuned.
Sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Don't you worry, my child. Everything's gonna be just fine. Little darling, you keep on walking, 'cause I ain't never gonna leave your side.
As kids fall in love with sports, our universities are working every day to keep college sports safe, so you can watch them play with a little less worry and a little more joy.
It's not about where you were born. It's not about your gender or the color of your skin, or whether you're rich, poor, or in the middle. No matter what you play, if you have the skill and drive to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face. You don't know me.
You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus, and why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity. When all eyes are on the court, we're focused on what matters most, preparing college athletes for a lifetime of opportunity. After the buzzer, off the court, it's about education and working to earn a degree. Creating healthier campuses through groundbreaking research and policies. And a fair shot so dreams can stay on track. United as an association, we've got work to do. We're building a pathway to lifelong opportunity.
When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good grades and to do well. But it also made me realize that I have a lot of different career goals, and I've learned so much about myself that I was always like growing and changing.
When I got to college, it forced me to step up and become more of a leader, and I think that was something I had the capability of doing, and forever grateful that being at a Division III school gave me that opportunity.
You have to dedicate your time in the classroom, you have to dedicate your time in the gym, on the field, on the court.
Our coaches and the entirety of the athletic department, they valued the student athlete going out into community and trying something new and getting involved in campus life.
You can get involved in so many different things. So the possibilities are truly limitless for what you can do with your college experience. You can kind of make it your own in the Division III setting. So I would encourage people who want to have flexibility to pursue different interests and passions to go D3.
good evening. We are back for second half action, and you are listening to NCAA Division III first round tournament action here on RowanAthletics.com. I'm Brandon Hurston, and alongside me, doing an excellent job, is Jason Joseph. And coming out of that first half, you know, the Nichols got off to a really good start, especially Hechevarria, who had 16 points. Bruton looked good, but they slowed down as Bruton only ended up shooting 3 of 10 in that first half, and they really got a little stuck offensively. They were 1 of 9 on their last 9 field goal attempts. So what do you think they have to do to kind of get that offense going again?
Well, if you're Bruton, you know they're down by 10. You know, they have had a 14-game winning streak, and they've been really good. And you know, now what's really important is that Bruton and Hechevarria, who have been their top scorers, scoring, you know, both 19.5 and 20.5 points per game this season. They really just need to get going, and I think that Matt Mauro also has to continue to get going too. He needs to, you know, he's been really good with crushing rebounds, and he's only had 3 so far today.
And Jeff Brown and his Middlebury College Panthers have had an excellent game plan coming in to the first half. Let's see if they continue in the second half. As Folger misses a layup, Hechevarria passes it to Neglia in the corner. Neglia puts on a move and passes it back out to Bruton. Bruton's going to try to take a screen from Cunningham. Goes around. Cunningham goes down low. Bruton puts up the shot, but it is blocked by McCord. Eric McCord had a big presence in that first half with a lot of shots blocked. Coming down with some rebounds and scoring some points inside, was definitely a big-time player for the Panthers.
McCord, you know, that's his second block of the game so far. He has 10 points. He's shooting 5 of 8 from the field. 6 rebounds for him, 3 offensive and 3 defensive, and also 2 assists. I mean, he's really just been doing it all. And to get a block off of Bruton, who's a really good scorer, you know, in the paint, that's a really nice play.
Yeah, and we have McCord down low, putting on a post, and who passes it out for 3. It is no good. Hechevarria comes down with the rebound, passes it to Neglia. Neglia hesitates, goes to the basket, passes out to Bruton. Bruton drives left, puts up a little jumper, and it is good for 2.
You know, Teneglia coming around, making a nice pass when he was in the paint, and just picking it or passing it right back outside to Bruton, and then he comes in and takes the mid-range. That's just beautiful basketball.
Farrell drives in, passes to McCord. McCord misses the layup off the pass from Farrell. Here comes Bruton. Ooh, a little Euro step for the layup, and it is good.
And this is what really they needed. Now they have a little spark going, and now they're only down by 6. And, you know, that's a 4-0 run by Bruton, and he just really has to get going on the offensive end, and now that's what he's doing.
Farrell puts on a little spin move, puts up a little turnaround jumper. It is no good. Teneglia comes up with the rebound, passes to Bruton. Bruton's trying to get it going even more. He's going to slow things down, drives left, throws up an alley-oop for Cunningham, but Cunningham only came down with it, landed, resets back outside, and here comes Hechevarria. Takes the screen from Mauro. Mauro passes it down to Cunningham. Cunningham puts up a layup, and it is no good. And I believe they're also going to get a foul on Cunningham at the end of that play. And if you're Cunningham, you have to be a little frustrated. 0 for 4 from the field goal range, has not got it going, scoring 0 for 5, excuse me, but he does have 10 rebounds.
I'll tell you, I thought that Cunningham should have got fouled on that play because Hechevarria made a nice pass, and Cunningham was just covered.
Hechevarria comes up with the steal there right as you mentioned him, Jason. He puts up the 3, and he gets fouled. The 3 was no good, but he got fouled by Max Bosco at the end of that play, and he's going to go to the line for 3. Right as you mentioned him, of course, he comes up with a huge play right there.
Well, he's just unbelievable, and I actually thought that was going to go in. You know, you can never count out a shot that he's taking. You know, you just always have to think that it's going to go in no matter what.
It's going to be a timeout from the Panthers. We're going to keep things right here, kind of analyze things the past few minutes. But what we really saw starting the second half is Bruton, you know, really was a lot more aggressive. Not that he wasn't aggressive in the first half, but really, I guess what it comes down to is just making his shots, and he made 2 shots back-to-back right there and 1 on a 4-0 run.
Yeah, and now he's shooting 5 of 13 from the field so far. Only 33% from deep, making 1 of 3 three-pointers. But, you know, he's getting rebounds. He has 4 rebounds, and he also has 2 assists, and he had a big steal on the other end, you know, just a few moments ago, and now he has 13 points. And these are the kinds of numbers that you're used to seeing from Bruton at this point of the game.
Yeah, and another player we have to look at is Cunningham for the Bison, as he really hasn't been able to get it going at all. And if you're going to think that they want to crawl back into this game as they're down 43-37 with 17 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in this second half, you're going to think he's going to have to score because he's getting a lot of looks down low from great passes from Hechavarria and Bruton.
Yeah, and Cunningham is their best defender on this team, and he's he's just a really tall, lengthy sort of a guy, and you know, he doesn't really have as much of a mid-range, but you would definitely like to see him take more shots.
Hechavarria knocks down the first free throw of 3. Puts up the second one, and it is good. Going to make Hechavarria 4 from 4 from the free throw line tonight, 4 of 8 from the three-point shot, and 5 of 9 in field goals in general. Takes the third shot, and it is good. 3 from 3 from the free throw line. You love to see that coming from one of your best players on the team.
And I'll tell you what, Brandon, you know, he is one of the best free throw shooters in all of NCAA basketball. He's shooting 88% from the line, and just how many free throws he's attempted and made is just unbelievable.
Dale went up for the rebound. Went up for the shot. It was rebounded by McCord. He passed it back out. A shot was taken. McCord came up with another rebound, passed it back out. Here comes Farrell down low. It is stripped by Hechavarria, and Tenaglia comes up with it. Bruton on the left side puts up the, and it is good, and one. Count the basket. What a play by Bruton, and he's really getting things going in the second half.
And all of a sudden, it's a 9-0 run. They were down 43-33 coming into the second half, and now, and now it's 43-42.
Bruton really good starting the second half on that last play. Drew the contact, went up with it, came back down a little bit, held onto the ball, and finally put it back up. The basket was good, and he got fouled, and he nails the free throw right there, so a 3-point play.
And now you can just hear it in the crowd. You know, the crowd is really getting pumped up now.
Farrell has the ball, looks to feed McCord down low, does get the ball down to McCord. And it is stolen by Bruton, throws it in as he was going out of bounds, and it's going to be off the Panthers. It's going to be Bison ball.
I think that was off of McCord, and that was another nice call by the ref because definitely looked like he had a little bit of a touch on that. And it just tipped it out of bounds, and now Bisons have the ball.
Hechavarria has the ball, looking to give them a lead in the second half. Bruton has it, takes a screen from Cunningham, passes it to Mauro. Mauro passes it to Hechavarria. Hechavarria for 3, no good. Cunningham came up with a rebound and was fouled by McCord as he went to go put up another shot. So it's going to be 2 free throws from Cunningham.
I'll tell you, Hechavarria looked like he got fouled as she was shooting the 3 because after he released it, you know, there was a little bit of contact on the hand, and he's happy that at least someone's going to the free throw line now. You know, Cunningham, who wasn't really the best free throw shooter, he really needs to make these buckets count right here.
And if he does, it would give the Bison a lead in this second half. Takes the first free throw, and it is good. Bounces off the front of the rim, off the backboard, and into the basket. Alex Sobel's going to check in for the Panthers as Eric McCord's going to come out of the game. Second free throw is good. Big time free throw shots from Cunningham right there.
Very, very big time free throws, and now it's a 12-0 run for them. They're up 45-43 with 16 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the second half.
Farrell has the ball, being harassed by Tenaglia on the outside. Folger goes up for a little hook shot, and it is no good, but it is rebounded by Korniger, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds as he came down with that rebound.
I'll tell you what, this team has a lot of firepower in them, and it's kind of like the props, because the props are usually, you know, half their games this season, they've always been down at the half, and, you know, sometimes they're down by more than 10 points, and they just have a way that they can just get you in the second half. And, you know, the way that they start the half is just unbelievable, and they finish games very strongly.
Bruton has the ball. He's going to take a screen from Mauro. Drives left, stops, puts up a jumper, no good. Fighting for the rebound down low, and Delay is going to come up with it. Passes it off to Kornicker. Kornicker attacks the basket, passes it back out. Farrell thinks about the three, steps in, then takes it. It is no good. And the Bison have the ball. Hechavarria to Bruton. Hechavarria has the ball, takes a screen from Cunningham. Some crafty dribble moves on the outside. Bruton attacks on the left side, puts up a shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Sobel.
Bruton almost thought he had the contact.
Yeah. Kornicker out to Folger. Folger fakes the three, goes in, and a floater off the glass for two.
Beautiful basketball right there, and that was a much-needed bucket for Middlebury, as now it is tied 45-45. And if you're Middlebury, you just have to get into some sort of a rhythm on the offensive end, because Nichols has done a nice job on the defensive end.
Bruton tried to feed Cunningham down low, but Folger stepped in front of the pass and knocked it out of bounds. It's going to remain Bison ball. There's going to be a timeout out on the floor, and we're going to step off right here. You are listening to NCAA Division III Tournament first round action for RowanAthletics.com. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When all eyes are on the court, we're focused on what matters most, preparing college athletes for a lifetime of opportunity. After the buzzer, off the court, it's about education and working to earn a degree. Creating healthier campuses through groundbreaking research and policies. And a fair shot so dreams can stay on track. United as an association, we've got work to do. We're building a pathway to lifelong opportunity.
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Hurston. Alongside me is Jason Joseph as we bring you first round NCAA Division III basketball. Scores currently tied 45-45 at 14 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the second half. Hechavarria has the ball, slows things down, takes it back out to the top of the key, goes in between the legs to the right side and dishes it off to Mauro down low. A little no-look pass, and it is good for two to give them a lead 47-45.
I thought that Hechavarria was going to just take it himself, and you know, he was just dancing all over the defenders and just takes that, and he made a nice dish.
And Teneglia is going to draw the offensive foul right there. And Teneglia does so many great things on the court that don't really always show up on the stat sheet. You know, he's always trying to draw those offensive fouls. He's going for loose balls, fighting for rebounds, and he's just one of those players that you need on your team.
And this has really just been unbelievable, because if you look at Middlebury, in the first half they had 28 total rebounds and Nichols only had 19. They were getting out-rebounded by 9. And now Nichols, so far in this second half, they have 7 rebounds and Middlebury has 6. So, you know, just getting those rebounds off the glass has just been really huge for them.
And Hechavarria is going to pick up action back here, passes it to Mauro. Mauro's looking for somebody, gives it to Bruton, sets a screen for Bruton to Cunningham. Teneglia's going to set a screen for Hechavarria. Hechavarria comes around with the ball, takes the mid-range jumper, and it is good.
And now he's catching fire, and you don't want that either.
Certainly don't want that. He has 19 points on the night right now, looking to make it more. Folger in the corner for 3. It is good. A rainbow 3, and it drops right in for the Panthers.
Tell you what, Folger's really had a quiet game. You know, 7 points for him. How about 9 rebounds and 1 assist?
Folger stands at 6'8", 210. So has a great presence down low. Can also spread the floor and shoot the ball real well. Could be a foul on the Panthers right there. Teneglia's going to inbound the ball.
I'll tell you, Middlebury's also really turned the ball over a lot. They have 11 turnovers. Nichols only has 6, and they really haven't even turned the ball over so far in the second half.
And Bruton's going to be fouled by Cornicker as he looked to drive to the basket. Hechavarria is going to inbound the ball, barking out a lot of orders. Definitely one of the team leaders on this team trying to set up a play. Passes it to Mauro, out to Cunningham. And they're going to get a foul on Ingram as he tried to fight through the screen that Mauro was setting. It was just a little bit too aggressive trying to get around that screen and picks up the foul.
You know, we really have seen a lot of aggression tonight, and that's what's really been making this game a lot of fun. It's really close. It's only a 1-point deficit for a Middlebury, and it's just been very, just very aggressive. Unbelievable.
Big game like this, you're going to expect a lot of extra effort trying to secure that victory and move on to tomorrow, where they'll face the winner of Rowan versus Emerson. That's going to be right after this game.
And that's going to be another great game I'm really looking forward to as well.
We'll have Mark Acchitelli and Joe Stauffenberg on the call for that one. As you just mentioned, it's going to be a great game. We have a great game here as Cornicker puts on the moves on Teneglia, trying to set something up. He's going to feed Lobel down low, puts up a hook shot, and it is good off the glass.
That is just what you call bully basketball, just in the paint taking him to school.
And Ingram's going to pick up another foul, once again trying to fight through the screen and really just, they fully extended his arms and really just pushed Mauro down.
And Ingram cannot believe that call. And I believe now he's going to go to the bench, which he should, because he really, he's a key player, and you want to be able to keep him in during the biggest moments of the game.
Picked up back-to-back fouls right there, both on trying to fight through the screen. It's going to send Mauro to the line. Mauro's first free throw shot is good. They're in the bonus. It's going to be 1 for 1. He's going to take a second one here. And here comes Cornicker. Passes it to Delay. Back out to Cornicker. Back to Delay. Lays in the corner, passes it off to Sobel. Stifling defense from the Bison, can't really get anything going. Sobel puts up a shot. They quickly fed him in the post, and he took no hesitation to putting up that shot.
Sobel is just doing a nice shot posting the defender up, and, those are the things that you really like to see. Shooting 5 of 8 from the field, about 6 rebounds for him, and 1 assist as well.
Bruton goes baseline, puts up a floater off the back end of the rim. Here comes Cornicker, and he's going to pick up a foul on Teneglia. Middlebury Panthers traveled very well. They have a lot of fans in the audience tonight. A little section over to our right, cheering on their Panthers.
Yeah, it's a really nice crowd here at Hespe Gymnasium, and that's the kind of spirit that you really like to see.
And it's going to be a timeout on the floor, so we're going to step off here once again. I'm Brendan Hurston, alongside me, Jason Joseph. You're listening to NCAA Division III first-round tournament action on RowanAthletics.com.
On and off the court, we're focused on creating lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. More college athletes are earning degrees than ever before, but we've still got work to do. That's why we're raising the bar for incoming freshmen, so they're prepared when they get to campus. And why teams can't play in championships unless they make the grade. Education matters, and putting academics first creates a pathway to a lifetime of opportunity.
And we're going to resume play here in the second half. That is 11 minutes and 55 seconds left here to go. Nichols leads Middlebury 53-52. Folger has the ball on the top of the key to Dale. Dale's trying to feed Sobel down low, but he's going to pass it out to Folger for three. Folger is good on his three-point attempt.
He almost has himself a double-double. Another three-pointer for him, and a big-time three-pointer, as now they lead 55-53.
Tenaglia drives in, puts up a jumper. It is no good off the back of the rim, and Folger comes down with the rebound. Passes it out to Kolnicker. Passes it to Layton. Delay goes baseline. They're going to get a blocking foul on Mauro down low.
You know, Brandon, I think that the pace of this game so far is going really well. You know, it hasn't really been a blowout for either team. It's just been pretty much back and forth. And, you know, those are the kinds of games that are really fun to watch.
Yeah. Nichols went on a little run earlier, and now Middlebury's on a 5-0 run. As Middlebury, Layton knocks down that mid-range jumper for two, as they now lead 57-53 with 11 minutes here left to go in the second half.
That's just his fourth point so far today. Shooting 2 of 3 from the field, but throughout his 10 minutes, he's really made them worthwhile.
Burton tries to drive into the paint, stops, resets outside, drives in, feeds Cunningham down low, and Cunningham's going to get hacked, and that's going to send him to the line.
Middlebury College foul, number 11, Joey Layton. First, team sniper.
Cunningham setting up to take his first free throw shot. First shot is good. Rolls around the rim there for a couple seconds.
You know, I think it's important to mention, you know, head coach Scott Faucher for Nichols College. This is his first season as a head coach for the Bisons, and he really has to be proud of what his team has done so far this season. You know, when you have a coach like Tom Glynn, who's coached for the past 40 years, and you know, he goes 94-20 as a coach in all his 114 games that he coached. This is a really tough squad for him, and he's been really fantastic, and the players love him, and they really look up to him.
Yeah, as you see, Sobel right there puts up another hook shot. It's 2 points on the board, 59-55. Tenaglia has the ball, passes to Echeverria, passes to Mauro. Mauro comes around, passes to Bruton, who's coming off the screen. Tenaglia's going to come down with the rebound after the missed three by Bruton. Passes it down low to Cunningham. Cunningham puts up the layup, and it is good.
Cunningham just doing the dirty work in the paint, going up with a nice layup, and a big-time layup as well.
Folger has the ball, passes it to Farrell. Sobel's looking to put in more work down low. Backs down, passes to Layton. Layton for three, and it is good. A three ball from Layton.
And that one puts them up by 5, and Layton just taking that one wide open and just swishing that, just all net.
Echeverria cuts down, passes to Mauro. Mauro out to Tenaglia. Back out to Mauro. They reset. Tenaglia has the ball. Tries to feed Cunningham, but was interrupted by Folger as he stole the pass. Oh, Layton tried the feed. Kornicker down low and a little bit of an alley-oop, but he couldn't come up with the ball. It's going to roll off his hands out of ball. It's going to be Bison ball.
How about that pass by Layton on the fast break? I thought that was a beautiful pass, but they just weren't able to capitalize, and there was a little bit of miscommunication.
Mauro has the ball, passes it out to Cunningham. Cunningham drop-off pass, and the fakes the drop-off pass, then feeds it to Echeverria. Echeverria, little bounce pass to Cunningham, who passes it out. Bruton puts up a jumper, and it is good.
You know, Bruton's really been taking a lot of tough shots here in the second half. The one that he missed before, I thought that was going to go in, and he was being double covered on that, and this one wasn't easy either.
And Bruton is a lefty, likes to work from the left side of that floor, putting up layups or that little mid-range jumper that he has. Layton for three in the corner. It is off the rim. It's going to hit the stanchion, and it's going to be Bison ball.
And you know, Middlebury, now they're shooting 47% from the field, and Nichols, it's been really close when it comes to field goal percentage. Middlebury shooting 47%, and Nichols is also shooting 47% as well.
Bruton has the ball, goes to the left side, and up behind the best shoulder pass to Cunningham, and Cunningham slams it down.
What a statement by Bruton and Cunningham. Just beautiful team chemistry. Bruton just driving it in. Doesn't even look and sees Cunningham, and Cunningham just slams it home with the flush.
Sobel, or Eric McCord checked back to the game. Feeds it to Layton, but Layton turns it over. Hechavarria comes up with the ball. He's taking it up the court, takes the screen from Cunningham, passes it to Cunningham. Cunningham for the layup, it is good.
Tell you what, Brandon, you know, you said that Cunningham coming into the second half that he really needed to score. I'll tell you what, he's really been scoring so far in the second half. I mean, just talk about 10 points and 10 rebounds. He has a double-double and 3 blocks and 2 steals.
Eric McCord pump faked, drew the foul on Mauro as he then tried to go baseline. It's going to be a timeout here on the floor. Once again, we're going to take a quick step off. You're listening to NCAA Division III first round action here on RowanAthletics.com. And we're back here out of the timeout. It's going to be Panthers ball as they look to score. I'm Brandon Hurston. Alongside me is Jason Joseph. Eric McCord passes it out to Farrell. To Bosco, back to Farrell. Farrell to Dale. It's going to be a foul on Cunningham as Folger tried to get around.
I'll tell you what, we look at Bruton and Hechavarria. 39 points combined for them. How about 13, or shooting 13 from 30 combined from the field and making 5 out of 13 three-pointers.
Jack Farrell goes around the screen, steps back, and misses the jumper. Going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to remain Panthers ball. Foul's going to be on Matt Mauro. And McCord's going to go to the line for 2. Or 1-1. They're now in the bonus. And the first free throw is off. Bison rebound the ball. Hechavarria takes it up the court.
Defense has really been doing a nice job on McCord. He hasn't even scored here in the second half. He had 10 points in the first half, and he's been scoreless.
Bruton takes a handoff from Mauro. Mauro sets another screen. Bruton goes around. Too quick. Puts up a floater. No good. Cunningham tips the ball up, but it rolls off the rim. Nichols wanted a jump ball in possession, but instead they're going to go a foul on Cunningham.
That was another interesting call. I just want to go back to the rebound by Folger. You know, going up against two Nichols players, you know, just grabbing that rebound was just really nice.
Yeah, but the Bison bench really wanted a jump ball right there, tied up, and it looked like they had an argument there, but instead they're going to call a foul on Cunningham, and that's his 4th foul, so he's definitely in foul trouble here. Folger knocks down the first free throw. They're really going to miss Cunningham down low as he was having a big second half, grabbing rebounds and finishing his layups from great passes from Hechavarria and Bruton.
Now Folger, 15 points, 12 rebounds for him. Big, big game.
Bruton going to take a screen from Mauro. Steps back out, passes to Hechavarria. Hechavarria is going to take a screen from Kimball. Hechavarria feeds it to Mauro. Back out to Hechavarria. Puts up a layup. It is no good. Rebounded by Folger. Passes it out to Jack Farrell. Delay goes inside, grabs his own rebound off the miss and puts it in one-handed. Great finish from Delay right there.
How about that putback by Delay? You know, just missing his own shot and grabbing that and, you know, just making that look so easy.
Hechavarria has the ball on the outside, pulls up from 3. It is no good off the front end of the rim. Hasn't really gotten that 3 ball here in the second half. 5 minutes left. You're going to try to see him to get that 3-point shot going. Folger goes baseline. It is stolen by Hechavarria. It's going to be Delay who stepped in front of Hechavarria as Hechavarria tried to turn up court. Hechavarria wanted a blocking foul, but instead they're going to say Delay had position. It went out of bounds, and it's going to be Panthers ball.
Hechavarria does not look happy after that call.
Eric McCord working down low, hook shot, no good. Bruton passes to Hechavarria. Hechavarria on the left side. It is blocked by Eric McCord. Here comes Bosco.
What a physical game.
It's going to be an offensive foul on Bosco right there. Great defensive read by Hechavarria to step in front of Bosco and pick up that foul.
Yeah, and he just planted his feet and did a nice job of just selling that to the refs.
Cunningham's going to check back into the game. And he's going to inbound the ball. Bruton sets up in the back court. And head coach Frocher has really run with this whole entire starting lineup here in the second half. They played almost all the minutes. Hechavarria sets up a screen from Mauro, and he's going to draw a foul.
Hechavarria just drawing a lot of contact and, you know, hasn't really been able to score as much here in the second half, but, you know, he is staying really aggressive, and you really got to love that. And now he's at the line for 2 free throws.
Hechavarria has 21 points on the night, shooting 6 of 14, 4 of 10 from the 3-point line. Knocks down a free throw right there, so he's going to be 6 of 6 from the free throw line on the night. He also has 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Second free throw is no good, in and out, rebounded by Folger. Hands it off to Farrell. Farrell's going to work his way up the court. Farrell feeds Sobel down low. Sobel, the left-handed hook, no good. Fighting for the rebound down low, and they're going to say the ball went out of bounds off of Bruton. Teneglia and Bruton did not agree with that call. A lot of hands down low trying to grab that rebound.
Yeah, and that was just one of those like volleyball moments where everybody was just tipping the ball up and just went out of bounds, and it's just, you know, it just goes to show you how physical this game has really been.
Farrell inbounds the ball to Dale. To McCord. Farrell at the top of the key. Feeds it to Sobel, who puts up a mid-range jumper. It is no good. Rebounded by Kimball, who checked in for Cunningham. Echeverria now has the ball.
Clutch
Ooh,
rebound.
crossover. Feeds it to Mauro. Mauro cannot finish, but it's rebounded by Echeverria. Tenaglia pumps, fakes on the three, drives in, resets outside. So to look to go to work on Folger. Feeds it to Kimball, back out to Tenaglia. To Bruton, drives in, mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Bruton. Pump fakes a three on Tenaglia. Tenaglia for three, in and out. Bruton grabs the rebound, tries to throw it back in as he was going out of bounds, but it's going to land in Panthers' hand.
They had 3 opportunities to make, or to at least put up something, and they got 3 offensive rebounds and they weren't able to do anything.
66-64, Middlebury. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here to go in the second half. There's going to be a timeout on the floor, so we're going to step off here. You're listening to NCAA Division III first round tournament action here on RowanAthletics.com.
Across divisions, sports, championships, and schools for nearly 500,000 student athletes. College sports create lifelong opportunity, and that starts with education. We've raised the academic bar, so more are earning degrees, creating healthier campuses by working with the nation's brightest minds, and making sure more have the chance to succeed and are supported on their journey. But beyond the numbers, it's about opportunity, and we're working to provide it for every student athlete.
And we're back here out of the timeout. I'm Brandon Hurston, and alongside me is Jason Joseph. You're tuned in to NCAA Division III first round tournament action here on RowanAthletics.com. 66-64 Middlebury. 3 minutes and 15 seconds here to go in this second half. It's going to be Dale at the free throw line. And if you're Nichols, how do you now you're trailing by 3 minutes left. How do you come back a little bit and try to regain the lead and take over this game here down the stretch?
Well, Brandon, there's still plenty of basketball left to go as that free throw was missed, and now it's a 3-point game. There's only 3 minutes left, and it's still a really close game, but you just have to get your guys open, and Echeverria and he can't be turning the ball over just like he did right there.
Yeah, but then the Panthers turn the ball over to Bruton. Bruton, I think they're going to get the clear path foul, but no one was in front of him. Which is going to send Echeverria, or deciding between Echeverria and Bruton, who's going to go to the line. Both excellent free throw shooters. And it's going to be Bruton going to the line. Now, Jason, if you're the Panthers, you're leading by 3. You now have Bruton going to the line. How do you really close out this game and end it with a victory if you're Middlebury? Well,
You just got to continue the lockdown on defense, just how they've been doing. They didn't start off so good in the second half. They were, Nichols had a 12-0 run. And then they started to settle down a little bit more on defense, and it just comes back to grabbing the crucial rebounds and getting the glass and just getting the steals and causing turnovers, which is really huge.
And Bruton hit both free throws right there. It's also going to remain Bison ball. They're down by 1 point, 67-66. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left here to go in the second half. Coming down the stretch, inbound. Oh, what a pass from Cunningham to Echeverria, but Echeverria cannot capitalize on the wide open layup.
Echeverria was definitely off balance on that, and I thought maybe he got a little bit of contact, but nonetheless, they're only down by 1 now.
Here comes Folger to Kornicker. Kornicker goes baseline, throws it back out to Folger. Folger off balance jumper, No good. It's going to be a foul on the Panthers, so it's going to be Bison ball going the other way.
Tell you, if we want to take a look at free throws, Nichols, you know, they're shooting at the line 21 of 24, and that's really what's been keeping them in this game. Middlebury's only made 5 out of their out of 9 free throws that they've attempted.
Haven't gone to the line that much compared to Nichols. Nichols player right here. Matt Mauro is going to step up to the line. Takes the first free throw, and it is good. And Jason, Matt Mauro has played really big. You know, maybe not his best game of the season, but he's had a very effective game tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, if you just take a look at what he's been doing, I mean, look, Mauro has 13 points, he has 5 rebounds, and he has 1 assist, and he's made 5 out of 6 of his free throws, which for him is amazing.
Mauro's going to be defending Sobel. Sobel to the right side, tries to put up a layup. It is no good off the glass, rebounded by Teneglia. Teneglia is not the biggest player on the court at all, but he comes down with a lot of rebounds, only stands at 5'9". And after that rebound, feeds it to Bruton. Bruton then gives it to Cunningham. Cunningham to Bruton. Bruton up for the free throw. It is good. And another and one play for Bruton right there.
A potential 3-point play for Bruton, and with 1:54 seconds left, this could honestly put them up by 4.
Cunningham was standing at the free throw line. Bruton cut in, received the pass from Cunningham, put up the layup, drew the contact on the left side, and made the basket for the and one attempt. Nichols now leads 70-67. 1:54 seconds left. We're going to keep it here on RowanAthletics.com. And Jason, you know, a little quick turnaround from Nichols right there as they now have the lead.
Yeah, well, Deontay Bruton just doing a great job. 22 points for him. How about Echeverria? 22 points for him as well. And Cunningham, 10 points. Mauro, 15 points. I mean, if you just combine that, you know, that's almost 60 of their points right there. And you know, they've been the main 4 players that have just been unbelievable throughout this game. And, you know, they really needed to step up, and now they just got to close the deal.
And we got to mention that the winner of this game will take on whoever wins versus Rowan versus Emerson. That's going to come up right after this game. We have Mark Acitelli and Joe Stauffenberg who's going to be on the call for that one. And Bruton's going to be at the line to try to convert and make it a 3-point play. Free throw is no good off the front end of the rim. So it's going to be 70-67 Nichols with 1:47 seconds left here in the second half. Kornicker drives in, puts up a floater, and it is good.
You know, he just tipped that right off the front of the rim, and then it just went in. And that's just, you know, getting the friendly roll, and that's what they really needed.
Echeverria is going to go to the right side of the court. Passes it to Matt Mauro. Mauro back to Echeverria. Echeverria drives in, tries to feed Cunningham as Cunningham tried to cut to the basket. But Farrell stepped right in front of it, kind of collided with Cunningham. The ball is going to go out of bounds off Farrell, so it's going to remain Bison ball. 1:20 left, 1-point lead for Nichols. Echeverria feeds Mauro. Mauro with the floater, and it is good. Bison's a little angry they didn't get that travel call on Middlebury right there. Teneglia was all up in his face, tried to draw the travel. Couldn't get the call, though. They're actually going to get a foul. So, going to be Kornicker going to the line. Big free throws coming up here, Jason.
Going back to that layup by Matt Mauro, I mean, that was a huge layup because now that put them up by 3, and now they're only up by 2 because of the first free throw that was made by a Kornicker.
Kornicker is good on his second free throw attempt. Echeverria has the ball. Talking to Cunningham and Bruton. A minute left here, only a 1-point lead for Nichols College over Middlebury. Hechavarria has the ball, trying to take a screen from Mauro. Mauro resets outside. Hechavarria resets outside. Gets the ball back from Cunningham. Feeds it to Cunningham. Cunningham attacks the basket, puts up the layup. It is no good and is rebounded by Folger. Long pass to Kornicker, to Dale, to McCord, and they couldn't come up with it. It's going to be a close call. It went out of bounds, and they're going to say it's out on Nichols College, so it's going to remain Middlebury basketball.
Kind of surprised because I thought that McCord, from at least our angle, touched it last, but it was a really close call, and now, you know, there's 37 seconds left, and they got to make a shot here.
Farrell's looking to make the shot, drives on the right, puts up the lay, it is blocked by Cunningham. What a huge monster block from Cunningham to give them and remain a 1-point lead. Farrell's gonna have to foul Hechavarria in the backcourt. And now you're gonna send an excellent free throw shooter in Hechavarria to the line.
That block by Cunningham absolutely made a statement saying, not in my house, and just swatted that one out of there like a fly. And, you know, now it's Hechavarria at the line, and, you know, just a great, this is a great situation now for Nichols College.
And he knocks down the first free throw. It's gonna be 73-71 Nichols College. 22.7 seconds left here to go in the second half of the NCAA Division III first round basketball game. Hechavarria coming for the second free throw. Big shot right here, and he nails it. So now it's gonna be a 3-point lead, 22.7 seconds left. Nichols leads 74-71. And Jason, if you're the Panthers coming out of this timeout, what kind of play do you draw up in order to try to tie this game? Or do you not try to tie the game? Do you take a quick two? What are you thinking?
Well, I think that, you know, they don't necessarily have to go for the three because there's still a lot of time left. There's 22.7 seconds left. But if one of your good shooters like Folger is open for a three, I'd say go for it. But you definitely want to try to get in at least an easy bucket, and then if you have to play the foul game again, then you have to do that.
Of course, and once again, it is 74-71. Nichols College here with time is winding down. We're in the middle of the timeout. Once again, I'm Brandon Hurston, and alongside me the whole night is Jason Joseph here on RowanAthletics.com.
I'll tell you what though, Brandon, you know, seeing both of these teams for the first time, this has really been unbelievable.
Very good teams. They play on both ends of the floor, both great shooters, and also excellent defense played by both teams tonight. Going to be a successful season for either of these two teams, no matter who loses or wins tonight. But you got to think that these two teams really want to move on to that second round of the tournament and then face the winner of Rowan versus Emerson.
This is the kind of stuff that you really love, especially about NCAA basketball. This is March Madness, Brandon.
Kornicker has the ball, takes the screen from Folger, trying to attack the basket, feeds it to Dale. Dale is blocked by Mauro to Kornicker. 6 seconds left, they're fighting for the ball. Bruton comes up with it, and it's gonna be Bison ball with 3.7 seconds left here to go in the second half. And if you think that Nichols can knock down at least one free throw, that's going to be the game, Jason.
And you know what? That was absolutely a heartbreaker because Bruton did a nice job just putting his body into it and just grabbing that rebound and, you know, just holding on to the ball. You just got to love that. He's just, you know, it's all about taking care of the basketball. That's the most important thing of the game, and he really just did that on that possession.
And coming out of that timeout, head coach Jeff Brown for Middlebury College Panthers really couldn't draw anything, you know, that great up. But you also have to give credit to the Bison defense, who just really locked down on that last possession, and that could lead them to the victory right here.
Absolutely, and I think it also starts out with how they started off in the second half. I mean, you know, if you just take a look at a Bruton, you know, he's just, in the second half alone, he's just been unbelievable.
Coming out of the timeout. Teneglia is going to inbound the ball. It's going to be an important inbound. You don't want to turn the ball over. You're in the backcourt on the Panther side. So if they can create a turnover and put up a three, they can actually tie this game. Teneglia is going to call a timeout. Smart timeout by him. Couldn't really see anything that was wide open in order to make that safe and secure pass right there.
That was a really good move by Teneglia. And now they still have one timeout left. And, you know, this is the biggest possession of the game.
Once again, they lead 74-71. 3.7 seconds, 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Been an excellent game for both teams tonight. If you're head coach Focher for the Bison, you're going to try to maybe draw something up in order to get one of your players, such as Hechevarria or Bruton, who are excellent free throw shooters at the line. Also for the Bison, they're going to have Cash Jackson, who remains on the other side of the corner. Teneglia tries to inbound the ball. Hands it to Hechevarria, and Hechevarria is just going to run out the clock. Passes it to Cash. And that is the game. Nichols College is going to win 74-71 here tonight in the SB Gym Glassboro. And they're going to move on to the second round. And what an impressive win from Nichols College right there. And they're going to move on to the second round, Jason.
And, you know, that extends their winning streak to 15 straight games. I mean, you know, they played really strong at the end. They didn't really start off too strong in the beginning of throughout the first half. They were trailing 43-33. And then they were just able to cook, or just to get cooking. And, you know, the really good teams just find ways to win.
Yeah, and we have to look at some of the key players for Nichols College, as Bruton had 22 points, 8 of 22 shooting, and Hechevarria, both their big-time players, he also had 22 points on the night. So big-time production from those two players. And Nichols is going to go on to face either the winner of Rowan or Emerson here